Yes, I can.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I'm okay. Hanging in there.
So, welcome to my show. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. Um,
No problem.
Now, where are you located now?
In Massachusetts. I live 30 minutes south of Boston.
Did you grow up in Dorchester?
No, I didn't. I grew up where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet, sweet. You pretty much lived there most of your life in that
most
area?
of my life. Yep, yep.
Cool. What would you tell somebody who is new to the area, like cool places to visit and everything around your hometown?
Uh, um, my hometown is kind of historic. We were known as the Whaling City way back. It's like one of the richest cities in the world.
Hmm.
So a lot of the stuff we have here, we have like the Whaling Museum. Our fishing port is the richest fishing port in the United States, so a lot of fishing. Um, we
Nice.
have like a old quaint style downtown called stuff like that. So it's cool. People go down there and go to the museum and stuff, lots of eateries and stuff like that.
Well, that's nice. I hope to come out there and visit sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you meet up with everybody in the group initially and get together?
Ooh. I make a long story short. Um,
Your mic's cutting in and out a little bit. I wonder if,
you hear that?
yeah, it sounds good now.
You good? Okay. Um, wow, let me make a long story short. So me and Scott basically grew up together. Um, we was in various groups when we was younger, um, since high school. Uh, so we knew each other, and we ended up going to Boston and auditioned for a company out there. It was called New Boston Entertainment,
Mm.
and we auditioned for a singer that was part of the company, and we got picked for it, and we decided that we needed another person just to make it more full on as far as guys. So we had another audition for dancers, and Andy eventually became a part of it. We picked him up. So initially it was me, Scott, and Andy was in a group. It was called Best Kept Secret,
Hmm.
and we did a bunch of shows around the Boston area. Andy had contacts with Donnie and them new kids because he used to be in a group that rehearsed at the Lee School where the new kids started. So he had already known Donnie and the rest of the kids. So
Hmm.
we ended up doing the show with the new kids. The new kids used to do a Christmas show every year at a prison out in Boston
Oh,
called
wow.
Bear Island. And we did the show, and then Donnie approached us after it, and he, discussed how he was, getting ready to, put Mark out there as an artist. And we auditioned. Thought we auditioned, and Terry was already a part of the group with Mark. So initially it was Mark and Terry. We auditioned as the dancers, and rest of history.
Wow, that's amazing. Um, so I noticed one of the posters you guys had on your Instagram. It was called the original Entourage. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you guys kind of associate that too with like the TV show? Like that the TV show
Um,
is kind of based on the relationship that they
well,
had?
the TV show is definitely based on Mark's close friends at the time. Rastafel, Donkey, a few other people. I think that's what it's loosely based on.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm sure the idea obviously came from, being out on the road, whatever, just being an entourage of that road. I'm sure that's where it happened. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we consider ourselves the original entourage because we was with Mark there in the beginning of his career, and that's how we felt.
What was each member's role in the group, and still currently?
I mean, I think we were all pretty much had the same role. We choreographed everything that we did. All the videos, all the songs that we did. That. We pretty much all had the same roles, like choreographing and putting together the show, stuff like that. We never really had too much of a hand in the writing of songs and stuff like that. We would submitted things that we did. But as far as the stage part of it and the dancing part of it, that was
all. So at the time that this was all happening and New Kids on the Block was so successful, were they considered to all of like the people at home really cool, or did they get teased for being a boy band?
I don't know if I can really answer that. I don't think they were. How can I say this?
Do you feel like that they were respected?
I think yes, they were, because when they first came out, like with "Please Don't Go, Girl," no one, I mean, around this area knew who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, heard the sound. Being from this area, we automatically assumed it was New Edition,
Yeah.
and obviously Maurice had a part of that. So the sound was like New Edition. So I think, and this is my opinion, everybody assumed that it was another New Edition group. Then when we seen that it was 5 white guys doing R&B, it kind of blew a lot of people's minds. And seeing them perform and stuff, it's like, wow, these kids have it.
I think when people actually like take the time and watch what they do, they can respect how talented they are. So,
right. That's the thing. Like, people see just the outside of it, but if you really delve in deep and see that they're talented kids.
And they worked very hard. All you guys worked hard, for what you accomplished. I remember around that time too, there was a group referred to as the North Side Posse.
Yep.
Do you know much about who they were?
Yeah, Jimmy Marsh, and the other one was Dana. I don't remember Dana's last name. But yeah, they were close. They grew up with Donnie. They were one of Donnie's best friends. So that's how they got put on. And Jimmy Marsh is still around. Actually, he's coming out with an album with the group that he formed after that, called the Wise Guys. So he's coming back onto the scene. And Jimmy Marsh wrote a few of the songs on the albums. He wrote "You Gotta Believe."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and a few other songs that he wrote too. And it's definitely, we stay in touch with Jimmy Marsh, definitely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dana, I haven't seen. I don't know what Dana's up to. I haven't seen him in years. But yeah, Jimmy Marsh is still up.
How much touring did you get to do? Where did you get to travel?
He did a lot of touring and traveling. I would say in the short span, we hold up, my little son's here. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's no problem.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so where was we at? Oh, the touring thing. So yeah, we our first one out was with the New Kids in Europe, their European stretch. Actually, let me go back. First one they did was a Fenway Park show that the New Kids did. That was the first show. I wasn't part of it. I broke my wrist.
Oh, no.
So I wasn't able to perform in that show. So probably about a month later, the New Kids did their West Coast leg tour. I went out with Mark to hang around and see the ropes of being on the road. Then after that, they went to Europe and we performed other European. And from that point on, for about a good solid 2 years or so, we was on the road everywhere.
Mm.
I could probably say that we was home out of 2 year span, probably at the max 3 months.
Excellent.
So yeah, we went everywhere.
What an experience that would have been. What was road life like? Was it scandalous? Were you guys bad, or did you just, you were all so young and having a good time?
I guess the best way I could say it is Terry's famous saying that every day was a Saturday. It's pretty much something.
That's awesome. Um, what was getting that first number one like? When Good Vibrations smashed and just everything went crazy, or how was it?
Yeah. So the recording of the song and after hearing it, we all kind of had a feeling that it was going to be something. We didn't know number one song, whatever, but we knew it was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
We first heard about it. I believe it was at the airport. It was playing, and they said it became number one. And we was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And we ended up riding in a van or something one time. Just came on the radio again, and we actually pulled the van over, dancing, celebrating, it being number one. Once that hit number one, it brought so many other things, show wise, doing shows like Arsenio, Oprah, Jay Leno, things like that. So yeah, it really shot off at that.
Oh man, Arsenio Hall was my absolute favorite show back then.
Oh yeah,
that must
we
have
did
been
Arsenio twice or 3 times. Yeah.
what kind of music inspired you? Like, do you do much writing yourself, even like now?
Yeah, I always had, like, prior to being in Mark, I was always in groups since I was a kid. So um, I started out dancing, started out rapping a bit, was in a singing group. So yeah, I've always been writing since I've been. My father was a musician. He was a saxophonist, singer.
Oh, wonderful.
And then also there was a group who was from my hometown, an R&B group called the Barros, who had a couple, hit songs that were truly inspirational to me. They were like right around the corner. I used to watch them rehearsal, so they was a huge inspiration.
That's awesome. How do you feel like the music business itself treated you, the business side of the coin? Like, how were they to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Ooh, you're getting into detail, huh?
I think about these questions for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me say that, like you said, we was young at the time. Things came by rather quick, so we wasn't really hip to music business per se.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, as with every new artist that doesn't really know the business, you go through it not realizing certain things are happening because you're just living a life going through it. In retrospect, if it was to happen over again, knowing the business now, I think it's different. For us, contractually or whatever. But yeah, the business side was kind of obvious to it because we were too knee deep in performing and doing shows.
What album track from any of the discs? What were some your favorite song that maybe wasn't a single? I want to play it on the show too. So.
I'll tell you, one song I thought that should have been a single, and I thought and at least top 10 hits. I Want You.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
I Want You from the You Gotta Believe album.
Oh, okay.
Is my favorite. I thought that would have been a hit song. Definitely.
Great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it
You
for
gotta
you.
believe album is my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, Music for the People, obviously, Good Vibrations, Outside, love them songs. But
I got the
You
very
Gotta
first
Believe
album.
stand up.
See, I'm coming to you
Yeah,
from Canada, and
yeah,
I remember when the first album came out, we didn't have it here yet, but it was already out in the States.
yeah,
So I had to come down there, and then I went down to the States and I bought it on the vacation and just absolutely loved it. The fact that
yeah.
we could finally get my hands on it. But I swear I heard, like, did Donnie produce it?
Yep. Oh,
Donnie and Danny, I think. Because there's times where I think I hear Jordan singing on it too. That high falsetto.
yep,
Yeah, I was pretty sure. But
yep.
yeah, that was
You're right.
my
Right.
that was my history with that album. Was just
Yeah.
I'll always remember buying it because it was a big
We
event.
we went up to Canada early on during Music for the People. Yeah, the first time going there to Toronto, I was like, "Oh, this is the cleanest city I've ever been to."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out west. I'm about a 4-hour flight from Toronto, so pretty far. I'm closer to
Oh,
Vancouver.
oh, you're way over there.
Way over there, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what was the demise of Mark being in the group? At what point did he decide it was time to move on?
Um, I think the Calvin Klein thing uh, opened up another avenue for
Hmm.
him. And once that happened, I think the offers started coming in, film and movies.
Hmm.
It's just a natural progression to move on, and that's what.
Do you keep in touch?
Do through texting and stuff like that. I haven't spoken quite a while, but through text and stuff like that.
And for the group now, you guys are still like out there doing it, right? Obviously not at the very moment we're in right now,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you guys are still performing and doing shows and recording and everything,
Yeah.
hey?
Yeah. Through the grace of God, we got an opportunity this past year to go out with MC Hammer.
Awesome.
So we was on. It was called the Hammer House Party Tour, and we did spot dates. We did about almost 10 spot dates with them this year. And it was a blessing. Definitely a blessing. And then during that time, we was able to record our own stuff. We had a single Absolutely featuring Cisco from
Mm,
Drew Hill,
awesome.
song things. So yeah, and then right before this big old pandemic, we was getting ready to put out another single called Celebrate. So that's gonna happen, and probably gonna do a video with that. And we was in the midst of putting shows together. So
Oh, nice. Well, it's a concert that changed your life, like one of the shows that you've gone to that you were just like so
I gone
inspired.
gone to go see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, to me, probably my first concert. I don't know how old you are. So
Mm.
my first concert that really I was like was Fresh. It was like first rap concert.
Sorry.
First, the first big rap concert was called Fresh.
Fresh
And
Fest.
it was so it was like Run DMC, Houdini, Fat Boys, Curtis Blow. This is like really, and that was my first concert that I went to. I was like, wow, this is incredible.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And that's so many to see at once too. Like that would be really fun.
Yeah,
Mine
they were
was
all like the biggest rap artists at the
MC Hammer in 1990.
time. Really?
Yeah.
So little known, not known fact is that we was supposed to be the opening act.
Yeah.
Yeah, but management and Mark decided that to do our own tour.
Mm.
Hammer wanted his on, so we ended up doing our own, and he picked up TLC.
Oh,
But
wow.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if the show you were that had TLC, but
No, I would have remembered TLC for sure. I don't remember who the opener was, to be honest. I was, well, I was like 11, 12, something like that. But yeah, it was mind blowing. Absolutely.
it
Um,
is crazy how things work. That we were supposed to be with them back then, and it came all full circle with us being with them
yeah, I think that's pretty sweet.
now. Yeah.
Um, and I'm really glad you guys are still performing. I hope that you can visit, well, obviously start touring again one day here soon. And um, well, I was going to ask you just a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Can you think of a food or a clothing item or a toy or something that makes you nostalgic for the 90s?
For the '90s,
Yeah.
I would have to say cross colors.
Nice.
We had every color that you can imagine cross colors, and we wore them like so many shows. Like, have the green jean suit and the red jean suit and the black one and the white
Mm,
one.
yeah, no, I agree. We've talked about those a couple times now on the show.
Yeah.
Do you have any charities that you support?
Um, no, not really, but that's something that we would like to look forward to.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'd like to support Mark's Foundation. Definitely,
Awesome. What's his
that
foundation?
would be cool. The Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Good.
And I work with incarcerated juveniles too. So that's something that
That's good work. I'm glad to hear that.
yeah.
So where can people find you online?
Um, on IG at the Real Funky Bunch.
Okay.
Twitter, the Real Funky Bunch. Wait, it's underscore the Funky Bunch underscore.
Okay.
And on IG it's at
I want to
on
thank,
Facebook too. You
oh,
can go to therealfunkybunch.com too. Yeah.
thanks for joining me today. I really love talking to you. I was going to say, I have this on video recorded as well as audio. Um, do I have your permission to use the video for our bonus material?
Sure.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was cool with you. All right. Well, I look forward to hearing more from you.
You will. Look out for it.
All right. Thank you so much, Hector.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.